What do you see when you first look at a portrait? Do you see the face and only the beauty? People often overlook the skill and technique that goes into making these pieces. But putting what you see and what you imagine onto a piece of paper is no easy task. People would often think that it would be easy to draw a face, but that is not the case. In order to understand the skill and technique that goes into drawing a face, you need to learn how to do it yourself, hands-on. To even begin a drawing, you have to start with an outline. For the outline of a face, you start with a circle. And then you draw a line vertically in half and horizontally in half. For the face, facial structure, you will begin using the circle and defining it to look like a face, and you will draw in the chin, which will be drawn in like any face, and then the chin will be almost flat. And then you can draw the neck, but that is not the main focus right now. After you're done doing this, you will draw another line underneath the line you drew vertically before. And then you will begin drawing the eyes, but the outline for the eyes will be a circle. And then you will draw them an eye width apart, like so. So then you begin drawing the nose outline, which is also a circle. And then you will draw two circles, like so, like a pig's nose. And then you will draw a line for the mouth, in which you will create a top line, a small top line, and bottom line to indicate the shading for the lips. So now for the eyes, we will begin by drawing the eyelids, which will be almost football shaped. And the bottom eyelids will be shaped like almost a U-boat. And then you will draw the tear ducts, like so. And then you will do the same to the other eye. The eyes aren't always going to be symmetrical though, because symmetry, especially when you're first starting out, will be hard. And that is okay, because faces are not always symmetrical. And then you'll begin drawing in the iris, which is another circle inside the eye, and then the pupil, which is a small circle inside the iris. Once that is done, you will begin drawing the nose, and you will start with the darkest part, which would be the nostrils. And then you would begin shading around. You will want to shade the nose to create a more natural and smoother appearance. And depending on your light source, which will be coming from here in this drawing, you will need to draw the light on this side. You will need to shade lighter on this side. And this side will be shaded darker. But it depends on where your light source is coming from, where your light spots and your dark spots would be. So you will shade the nose bridge as well, up to the eyes, and then you will begin shading the mouth. You will want to start lightly and then create more layers to darken it. And in this case, the bottom lip will be the darker part, and the top lip will be lighter. And you will want to make the shape round, like lips. Once that is done, you will begin drawing the details, which would be the crinkles of the eye and the eyelids. So you will draw eyelids unless you are drawing monolids, and the eye bags, and then you can draw the eyebrows. And that is essentially how to draw a face. You will begin adding the final pieces, which is shading the rest of the face. So this will also depend on your light source. And in this case, this part would be lighter and this part would be darker, because the light source is coming from here. And then you will try to shade under the eyes a little darker than the rest of the face because of the eye bags. And then you will want to shade under the eyebrows as well. And then you also will want to shade this part where the nose is darker a bit darker as well. And then under the nose too, where the nose and lips are. And then for the eyes, you will begin shading this part too. You can shade as dark as you want or as light as you want depending on the eye color. And then you will want to leave some spots lighter to indicate the shine of the eyes. And that is how you will draw the facial features and the face structure. The hair and neck will be something that you can do on your own and you can do creatively. Drawing faces do go beyond this because this is just essentially what the structure of a face is. It will help you build a foundation and branch off to make other projects and art pieces. Outlines will always be necessary, and they will be used a lot for the eyes, nose, and mouth. Shading is also necessary too because it is the final touch of any drawing and it helps to create a smoother and more dimensional piece. The face you drew today teaches you to use your own skill and abilities in which you can use to put your own imagination to paper.